Hello again, my name is Nicole with LadyPrefersToSave.com. We believe that making the minimal mindset manageable is an everyday doable thing. Again, we are back with our DIY laundry detergent that we make for under $30. So, after a few Periscope malfunctions, we are back. So here's my wonderful husband Daniel, and he is grading the Zote soap. So I'm not sure if everybody's familiar with this, but this is basically a natural old-fashioned soap, and it's like 5 inches by 3 inches by 2 inches. It's pretty good size. It's scented, and this recipe calls for 4 bricks. So you can see we got 1 extra just to kind of show everybody, and there is Daniel grading it for me. So, okay. So the next thing that you will do for this recipe is you have a couple options in terms of scent boosters. So the more natural option, you can actually take Epsom salts, which you can see here from the Dollar Tree. It was a $1 bag for 4 pounds, and you can mix in per pound 40 drops of essential oil. So we are actually using frankincense and lavender just because I like it. So you put the drops in it, and then you take the fork and kind of meld it together, and that's one option, which Daniel's doing here. And another option, if you can see right, is right there. Those are the generic scent crystals from the Dollar Tree, and they actually started carrying these a year ago. And the cool thing about them, they are HE safe, and they are actually in BPA-free plastic, which is really cool. And I compared the same ingredients to that of Downy scent boosters, and it is the exact same thing. So that is a really great savings there for anyone who, even if you don't make DIY detergent and you want to make Downy scent crystals, the Dollar Tree, that's your place to go. Excuse me. Allergies. So the next thing here, while Daniel's finishing that for me, this detergent takes 2, how many pounds is left?
They're 4 pounds, okay. 1 ounce. 4 pounds, 1 ounce, so 8 pounds?
So 2 4-pound boxes of borax and 3 4-pound boxes of the Arm & Hammer Super Washing Soap. And because I like to have extra additives in my detergent, I also get from the Dollar Tree the 32-ounce containers of their brand of the OxyCleaner, which is also color safe, and those are also BPA containers, so I use 2 of those. And of course, my scissors, a scoop, and a bucket. So keep in mind, we'll mix everything together in the bucket, but we store them in gallon ball jars. Show the awesome man? Yes. Those actually, in our store, they were not by the cleaners. They were on the end cap of the craft aisle. So both of these are not always carried at either one or both of our stores, but when we see them, we try to stock up on them just because it's something. Yeah, I haven't really noticed a difference between that and OxyClean. That's just something we've used for years and years, and I also find it better than the generic version at Sam's too. So that's just something that we use. So here's what we do. We will start with taking all of the boxed ingredients and then the grated soap, and then we add the additives, and Daniel will scoop it together. So we get our buckets for $4 at Tractor Supply, by the way, for anybody that does anything food related, because they are food grade safe, and they are $2 buckets, which is a lot cheaper than Walmart or Lowe's or Home Depot. And because they're food safe, you can use them for a myriad of natural DIYs and cleaning. I even use them for, say, grain storage. So those are one of our things that we like to keep on hand. And okay, yeah, so you would do, yeah, it is a little bit dusty, so be careful if you have little ones around when you do it. Yeah, I love our Tractor Supply. That's also where we get our hay for our sugar gliders and our guinea pigs and a lot of our treats for our dogs. And sometimes they actually will have really, really good dehydrated treats for cats and dogs that are cheaper than making them yourself around the holidays. So that's one of our go-to places monthly. So, okay. The Arm & Hammer and the borax is in, and let's see. Okay, and then we'll put in the Epsom salts, and then Daniel can put in the Awesome for me. It's so nice to have a husband who helps do these things. This is Daniel's last day of spring break, and he was nice enough to help me do this, so I appreciate that. Ooh. Okay, then we put in the other additives, and after that, the last thing we would do is put in the Zote, which, in full transparency here, I had never heard of this until I started, I guess, being more, as you call it, semi-crunchy. I found out that I have both PCOS and I have the MTHFR gene, so after a couple miscarriages and, yep, go ahead and add them in, and weight gain and a few other things, we had to live a more natural existence. We had to take a lot of things out of our home, and one thing that we noticed, yep, and you can see it looked just like the Downy, really cool. A lot of our cleaners had chemicals in them that we not only could not pronounce, but we found out had formaldehyde derivatives in them. So that's one reason that we started using natural products or making our own. So that's one added benefit. And the fact that this entire mix for 1 year cost $29.50. Okay, there's Daniel putting in the Zote. So for under $30, this is definitely one of my go-tos. Yeah, so normally Daniel would just kind of scoop through it and then put the lid on it and do all that. How many in our house? We're a family of 3. However, when we had my mother, who was a dementia patient who lived in-house with us, we had to do laundry daily for her. So we went through 1 1/4 buckets for the entire year, so $40 worth of detergent. But this bucket will actually last the 3 of us a little over a year, which is really, really good. Considering that the Zote is only 87 cents a bar at Walmart, and each of the borax and the super suds is only $3.97 a box, and actually right now the super washing soda, from Arm & Hammer, there's a $1 rebate on Ibotta, and that will go a maximum of 4 times, so each time you buy it, it'll keep renewing itself. So if anybody wants to make this, that's a few dollar savings there. So once Daniel puts the lid on and makes sure everything's taken care of, we just kind of mix it up. Yep, okay. Make sure it's really good mixed, and that's how we make our detergent. Now, for people who, and at that point, of course, we would scoop it into our gallon jars, but just for time savings, we'll just kind of not do that for right now. But each load takes 1 tablespoon of detergent. However, if you want to make liquid detergent, you would do 1 cup of detergent per gallon of water. So it can be made into, that's it. These are 4 times concentrated than you buy commercial brands. So you don't have the additives, and you don't have any of the commercial perfumes or anything like that. So this is just the pure detergent. You're actually in store paying for 70% water and additives and 30% detergent. So this is a great money saver. Before, when we bought our own detergent, even when I was back couponing a few years ago, I would spend close to $200 a year on detergent, and now I spend under $30. So to me, that's a great savings. But as I was saying, if you're going to make it in liquid, it would be 1 cup powder to 1 gallon of water in the same kind of bucket, and then you would want to mix it together and let it set for about an hour, and then I find it's ready to go. And then it would be 1/8 cup of liquid per heavy soil. and a 1/16 cup for a regular load. So it evens out to about, I think I added up for like 8-9 cents a load.
Not very much at all.
So it is very, very economical. It is very simple to do it yourself. And as a side note, this smells a whole lot better than the Tide Pods and things that I used to use before. So
plus you can control what it smells
right,
like. With...
you can control it with your you can say I use frankincense and lavender, and the small little scoop here, we use like half of that, a third of that per load. So it's really, really affordable. And this is what we use. This is one way that we save about $150 a year. And I no longer break out with the laundry detergents. It's all around safer. I use this from everything from cleaning, baby clothes, coats for my pets, my husband, any of his workout gear, all of the linens around the house. The recipe, yes. I am, through the month of April, posting all of my DIYs on my site, The Lady Prefers with the number 2 to save.com. So I'm doing an entire series next month. But since I was actually making this today, I wanted to go ahead and scope it since I was out of detergent and needed to make this anyway. So this will be on the blog in the next day or two. So definitely going to have that on there, and I would love it if you all would check it out. But again, this is my detergent, and this is my setup, and this is how I store it in my kitchen, and this is what we've been using for several years. And this is the best investment that we've made so far for our family. Very simple, very natural, very semi-crunchy, and that's it, guys. So I would love it if this was pertinent to you, to share this out and to make sure to leave us some heart love. And thank you all for tuning in and sharing some of your Monday with us. So absolutely, please do, if you all like this, I would love it if you would leave me a comment. It's The Lady Prefers to Save across all social media, and tell me how it's working for you. So thanks, guys.